Hello, my name's Peter Hartington. This short film is about the ARP. But what exactly was the ARP? Well, ARP, or Raid Precautions, was organised by the national government and delivered by local authorities. The aim was to protect civilians from the danger of air raids. In 1935, 4 years before World War II began, British Prime Minister Stanley Baldwin published a circular entitled Air Raid Precautions and invited local authorities to make plans to protect their people in the event of war. Such plans included building public air raid shelters. In April 1937, the government decided to create an air raid warden service, and during the next year recruited around 200,000 volunteers. These volunteers were to be known as Air Raid Precaution Wardens. So, what was the job of the ARP Wardens? The main purpose of ARP Wardens was to patrol the streets during the blackout and to ensure that no light was visible. If a light was spotted, the warden would alert the person or people responsible by shouting something like, "Put that light out," or "Cover that window." ARP wardens also reported the extent of bomb damage and assessed the local need for help from the emergency rescue services. They were also responsible for the distribution of gas masks and prefabricated air raid shelters, such as the Anderson shelter and the Morrison shelter. They also organised staffing of the larger public air raid shelters. They used their knowledge of the local areas to help find and reunite family members who had become separated in the rush to find shelter from the bombs. You could easily recognise a warden by the big white painted W on the front of their helmets. Most of the ARP wardens were part-time volunteers who had full-time day jobs. Well, we are most fortunate as we have tracked down two of the original World War II ARP wardens who will reenact for us a typical night shift patrolling the streets of Guiseley in 1941.
If you want to get your gas mask free, join the blooming ARP. Hey, put that light out! Who's that? Her at 27, lit up like Blackpool of folklore, flouncing about half naked. It's no wonder her ends have stopped laying, you know. She ought to be arrested. You leave her alone. I've spent many happy hours gawping at her at 27. You need to keep your distance, she'd chew you up and spit bones out. They reckon it's never the same bloke was in 2 nights running. She's had 4 husbands already. 2 of them were actually hers. You could be next. Oh no, not me. Once bitten, twice shy. I get all the action I need at 60. Trouble is, we only live at 48. Take my advice. If you're wrong, admit it. If you're right, keep your mouth shut. And my idea of a happy marriage is a little old country pub, soft lighting, sweet music, couple of drinks, a bit of a dance. She goes Fridays, I go Saturday. The rest of everything put in 2 names when we got married. Oh, hers and her mother's. Well, ours were a fairy tale wedding. It was grim. You know, marriage is supposed to be give and take. Aye, you give and she takes. Right, we're a couple of old miseries, aren't we? We could be in Portsmouth, at Coventry, getting bombed. It's not all one-way traffic now, you know. These 1,000 bomber raids have put the wind up, Jerry. And Monty's winning in Africa. Aye, cold. And I'm starving. What you got in your sandwiches? Snook. Snook? What snook? Some damn foreign fish, not fit for a cat. Hard lines, old lad. I've got spam. Ooh, I love spam. It's the only thing about them Yanks that's any good. Right. They're overfed, overpaid, oversexed and over here. Sam's last watch to marry one. Reckons he'll take her back to America when it's all over. Aye, back to his wife and 4 kids. Yeah. I bet he's one of them morons. I think you mean Mormon. Your Sam's last that's a moron. Mormon, I couldn't do him all the one wife. I went up with our Esther. I spoke to her for 3 weeks. Don't like interrupting her. All she said is keep your mouth shut and you want it up. When I want your opinion, she said, I'll give it to you. Same hours. I only took this job to get out of house. You know, I've loved the same woman for 30 years. If the wife finds out, she'll kill me. You know, they reckon women at weaker sex. Will you try getting your first share of a blanket on a cold night? Anyway, Houston at home guard. Aye, for what use it is. Marching round with brush handles. Traipsing round Unroy looking for spies. Night manoeuvres round town. Catching a matic down over lane. You know, there never used to be all this sex before marriage. There ain't much sex after marriage. I didn't make love to my wife before I was married, did you? I can't remember. What were they in there? Not one second to her nerves has got. She reckons she needs somebody in bed with her all the time. That's what I've heard. She'll end up like her at 27. Oh, not half bloody. She's no oil painting. She's no film star. They drop her under the first lamp. Go on, frozen. Hey, I know where we can get warm. Aye, her at 27. If only. No, Parker's air raid shelter. We might get a bite and a cup of tea. Hey! Pull that light down. Yes, do you know there's a war on? If you want to get your gas mask free, join the blooming ARP.
The next train to arrive at platform 3 is the 1046 Northern service to